making?
Making a spring.
Oh, wow.
You want to watch? You can
Yeah.
watch. There she goes. And just bring this over. Let's see. Touch in there. Okay. And just tightening down that aluminum block we put on there. And I think we're ready to roll here.
Oh, yeah. Let's see.
The feed in on it. What do you know? What's it doing? Feed is off. So it's
Got it running the right way?
when it pulls apart, we go that way. Okay. I think it stopped.
I thought I seen it turn.
It was turning and then it stopped.
Oh, well this is loose, so.
I must have this, must loosen this up a little bit here. Too
You
much
must
tension.
have that chuck tight, because this is going in.
It's not, this isn't turning.
I know, tighten it up.
I thought I had it tight. Oh, no, I moved. I had that some bitch tight.
Might be matching the aluminum.
Yeah, something. Yeah,
We didn't do what we said we was gonna do.
put three sides.
Right.
Still spinning.
Yep.
Okay.
Will it be big enough? Pig. I should have put a stop up. But I didn't. Put an eyeball in there. So you gotta make it longer? Get up to the hole more?
No,
No? Okay.
Okay, where is that? Here we go. I took the wire over to the vise and I put a 90-degree bend in there because I want to feed it into the mandrel here. At the right end up here. This goes in a little hole like so. And we ended up having to put three sides on this thing because it was so hard for it to pull it. Kept slipping in the jaw, so now I gotta put this in the jaw, and I also had to make the jaws a little smaller. So I added the little double stick tape and 3 little blocks of aluminum here so that I could grab this in here. Turn it up this way. Alright, so that's going to go in there like so. And material goes in the hole. There she went. And I'm using my tool post holder here with this is the CXA number 2, which has a groove machined in the bottom right in here, and that's where I lay the wire goes right in this groove, and then I put this block of scrap aluminum on top of it to hold it in from sliding around. So let me get this over here a little closer. I'll bring this down like so. I'll raise this up a little higher so I can get all this to fit in there. Let's see. Yeah. There we go. Now I can run this down. Run this one down like that. And now I can lower this. Yeah. I can lower this right. Loosen it up a little bit so it's got a little give. I'm going to get this down here a little more level if I can. I think that'll be all right. Just tighten this up just a little bit. You don't want to over tighten this because you don't want to, you want it to drag, but you don't want it to be so tight that it'll snap it or bend something or break something. So now I'm going to turn the chuck on. It's going to turn counterclockwise. It's going to turn clockwise instead of counter. I want to bring this around like that and get this right. So that's this looking good. I'm going to give it a couple of wraps here before I engage the okay, right there, that should be where I should engage it now. And we are engaged. So now it should start to feed. More pressure here. Hold on. And got to do one thing. And that was to engage the tailstock here. So bring in the tailstock here. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Now if I got a front row seat there, okay. There we go. start coiling it up like so. Okay, so that should be it. We'll call that good. So we cut that off now. Disengage the tailstock and let's see. So there's our completed spring. So now all I'm going to do is just cut off the ends here, and we'll be good to go. Okay. You know, that's what I said. Okay, let's see here. All right, now we're just going to trim off this one or two of these ears here. Yeah, I'm trying to avoid hitting the next thing. So I'll just kind of pry this off of here and see if we got enough there. Yeah, by golly, I think that's going to be fine. Time we buff that, knock that down. Now we'll take it over to the grinder here and we'll finish up this end here. Okay. So that end is done, and I'm not going to bore you with the other end. It's the same, rinse and repeat. So thanks for watching. See you next time.